I'm going to be showing you the very best method to getting trillions of dollars inside of Grow a Garden. This method is extremely overpowered, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it inside this video and everything you need to know about how to get it to work and the most effective ways to use it. All right, so the very first thing you need to do is head over to this hive area right here. And we're not farming honey in this video. I already have a video on how to farm honey. I'm talking about the very new method that will literally make you so much money. So go to your honey shop and purchase some flower seed packs. If you don't have a lot of honey and you can't do this yet, I would go recommend watching my honey video where I show you how to get tons of honey. But if you haven't, if you do already have the honey, buy a ton of these flower seed packs. Teleport back to your garden and then go ahead and open these up. Hopefully you can get a sunflower. And I'm going to show you exactly how this sunflower method works. This isn't like all the other videos out there on the internet. This is slightly different. So stay tuned for this method. So yeah, I didn't go ahead and get one. These are extremely rare to get. If we take a look over at the, I believe, I think it's in the exotic. It's not in the exotic flower seed pack, but in the exotic flower seed pack, if you buy this with Robux, it's around 0.5% chance to get it. But I believe out of a regular flower pack, it's a little bit higher than that. Let's go check. If we click on this, it is it's the exact same chance, 0.5. So you have a 0.5% chance to go ahead and get that. Now, it is kind of rare to get, but it is definitely worth it because it is so overpowered. So I'm gonna head back over to my garden real quick, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna plant mine down real quick. So plant yours down. It's probably optimal to place it in a spot that, doesn't have a ton of stuff already in it. I'm gonna just do it right here, and I'm gonna try to place it, on top of each other as best possible, closest together as I possibly can. And boom, I'm gonna go ahead and let those grow. I'm gonna go ahead and get a watering can as well because that's gonna make this a lot easier. But yeah, place them all down like that in like an optimal location for farming, and then head over to your shop, get some water, and start watering them. This method I'm about to show you is literally so overpowered. It's the base sell value for these is insane, but then plus what I'm going to show you is going to be even better. So we're gonna head over to the gear shop right here, open this guy up, and then we're gonna buy some water sprinkling cans right here. Teleport back to the garden. It's only gonna be a couple of uses, not as many as I want, but watering can right here, and we're just gonna spam these all. So they grow pretty fast once you spam the water on them. So I'm just gonna grow these up really quickly. Still placing stuff down now. We have 3 sunflower seeds right now. This method works better with more, but yeah, that's that right though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let these grow, and I'll get back to you when they're finished growing. All right, now that all of our sunflowers are grown up, what we're gonna do is go ahead and back to the honey shop here at the middle. This is very important to make sure that this method works to the best of its abilities. And yeah, so we're gonna run over here, purchase a new item that has been added to the game. I want to trade my honey and then scroll down. Now, so far, I haven't actually been able to purchase any of these, but it is very overpowered. I'm gonna explain basically how this works. Basically, go purchase one of these. This is the new honey sprinkler. Now, we're not just using this. There's other stuff I need to explain here in a second, but I want to explain what the honey sprinkler does first. That way you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you take the honey sprinkler and you were to place it down next to one of these. It's going to have the chance to apply a mutation on it that's going to make it sell for 5 times. So a 5 times sell value on what is already right. But that's not what we're stopping, because what we're going to do and stack is going to be even more overpowered. So before I get into the other sprinklers that we're going to use, I'm going to go ahead and show you what pets I'd recommend using. Basically, any pets that can apply a mutation that will sell for more money. So the chicken jockey, but that's really low chance. So here's what I'd recommend doing is using the bee, right? Getting a ton of bees, queen bee, any bee really. I have these eggs that should be able to hatch. Yeah, these eggs right here are able to hatch. So I'm going to open these up, and any bees would be good. If you get a bear, that is also good as well, because the bear is going to allow you to, yeah, look, here we go. We got the bear. This is a chance to apply the honey glaze mutation on top of the sprinkler, which already also has that chance. So you're gonna have a super high chance if you use the bear. So if you're trying to get a lot, I would use the bear to, guarantee that you get a honey glaze mutation. That's what I'd recommend. Now, the next thing you want to go ahead and do is head over to the gear shop, right? The gear shop is going to have more sprinklers we're going to buy. I'm going to show you the best sprinklers to purchase. That way you can make the most amount of money off method. But these can sell for a lot of money. I did a lot of testing in the private server or the test server before the update came out, and this is definitely the best by far in the game. So go to gear. We're going to open this up, and I'm going to do show me the gear shop, and then I'm going to scroll down, and you're going to see the basic sprinkler, advanced, godly, and master. You need all of these, preferably all of these. You don't have to, but the more you have, the better. So if you get all 4 of these, that will be the best, and that will be the most optimal. I have a couple of them. I don't have all of them though, I don't think. So master, or we're gonna go for sprinkler. Yeah, I only have the advanced and basic right now, but we will go ahead and get some more of those later on. And then what you're gonna do is go ahead and place down all 3 of these sprinklers on top of the sunflower. And here's why you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this because it's going to apply all those mutations on top of it. Better yet, you want to make sure that this has already all been harvested. That way it has that chance to grow to big mutations. And then once you place down all 5 of them, including the honey sprinkler, you're gonna want to leave the game. After you've left the game, AFK for around 1 or 2 hours, come back, and you're gonna see some amazing results. All of the sunflowers should have some mutations on them. They should be big, and they should sell for a ton of money. But that's not what we're done. We're not done yet, because we can make more money out of this method than you probably thought we could originally. So here's what we're gonna do to make even more money out of the already super overpowered sunflower. What we're gonna do is after that, you're gonna sit in the game and you're gonna AFK for 1 to 2, maybe even 3 hours, just sitting in the game. You could honestly auto farm and macro and buy some stuff in the shop. For now, what you can do though is, if you don't want to do that, is just sit here at the garden and just get it to click garden. That way you don't disconnect connect. But why are you doing this? You're doing this so you can get even more mutations applied to your sunflowers, because the more mutations we get applied, the more money we make, obviously. So if you can get all the mutations on top of each other, you're gonna make a lot of money. Now, let me just show you how overpowered this is actually gonna be. If we head over to the calculator for Grow Garden values, let's say it is Rainbow, Shock, Celestial, you get a Celestial mutation on it, the Pollinated, and the Honey Glazed mutation, all at the same time, and the weight in kgs is around 14. That is gonna be over $1 billion from just one cell. Now, we can obviously change this up a bit, depending on, you know, what mutations you get, but 1 billion per cell if you get the right stuff. If you get Disco on it, obviously 2 billion. Chocolate, you're gonna get it up a little bit higher. Void Touch, you're gonna get it up a little bit higher. Obviously, it just depends on what you're actually able to get when you're doing this. And then it also depends on the weight. So if we just bump the weight up more, it'll be worth more. So if we somehow got like a 50 kg of this, that would be 43 billion. So obviously, it depends on how heavy it is. But if you're using the sprinkler method on it, you should have a super high chance of getting them big, honey glazed. And if you have the bees, you're gonna get them pollinated, which is gonna sell for more. If you can go ahead and get some of the mutations on it, like Frozen, Shock, any of those mutations on top of it, you're gonna have a way better time. Let me see. As you can see, we have Pollinated, Celestial, Frozen, and Shocked on this one. So again, the more mutations you got, the more you're gonna be able to actually sell and make more money off of this. Now, is there anything else that you can do to make this method more effective and faster? Well, there's one more thing you can actually do, but that's going to be over at the pet shop, right? If you guys didn't already know, you're actually able to increase your pet slots. So if you can get more bees to potentially pollinate, or more plants that apply a mutation, or more pets that apply a potential mutation, that would be good. So the chicken jockey has a chance to apply mutation, but it's very, very low. And that's why I'm using the bees, because I feel like it's slightly better. The mutation doesn't sell for as much, but it's still pretty good. So let's talk to this guy and I'll show you. So if you do, how do I click the wrong thing? Go back to this guy. My bad. Show me pet info. We're gonna click on this, and then we can go ahead and get more pet equip slots. I currently only have 3 extra right now, but you guys can obviously go get more. And then you're gonna be able to use more bees, more pets that will make this sell for even more. So I want to see if this has even started growing yet, so I can show you literally how overpowered this is. But we go up here, yeah, you can see them starting to grow. Now, if we head back over to the website, you can see that their base value out literally like any mutation is going to be, I think it was like 14.1 is what it estimated. It's like literally like $135,000. Obviously, if it was just 1 kg, it would, I don't even think that. It was, what's the lowest kg? Obviously, the heavier, the more money it's going to sell for. So keep that in mind and keep that. But this is the best method to currently farm money inside of Grow Garden with these sunflowers. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe. I do have a ton of stuff coming out on my Discord soon on this secret project we're working on. So if you guys do want to check that out, make sure to join my Discord. You guys will be the first people to know about it.